With the 21st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Reagor, wide receiver, TCU.
That is right, everybody. With the 21st pick in the NFL Draft, first round, the Eagles select Jalen Reagor. Very controversial pick. I'm going to say my thoughts and feelings about this a little later today, but first of all, welcome to Philly Sports Reports. This is a channel if you want to learn about Philadelphia sports. What is going on in the Philadelphia sports? Eagles pick, their first round pick is Jalen Reagor. I want to know what you guys think about this. So I'm going to say the stats because always got to go with the stats. So here we go. He's 5'11", 194 pounds. In the 40-yard dash, he got 4 seconds and 4.22 seconds. That's slow for a wide receiver. 2019, 43 receptions, 611 yards, and only 5 touchdowns. That's not good for a wide receiver either. So, as of now, when you look at the stats, this guy is horrible. When you look at the stats, this guy is absolutely terrible. I mean, not absolutely terrible, but he's pretty bad. You could have gotten CeeDee Lamb. You could have gotten Justin Jefferson. You could have gotten anyone. Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Claypool. Those are basically the guys I know that I can name off the top of my head. But you go with this guy. You go with Jalen Reagor, which I have nothing against Jalen Reagor at all. I kind of like this guy. He's pretty good. But, I mean, you could have picked someone much better. Justin Jefferson's still on the board. I know we like this guy. This guy, the Eagles like this guy. Howard Roseman, Doug Peterson, is the outside speed. He's very fast, even though he didn't show it in the 40-yard dash. This guy is fast. So, here's some notes from here. Okay, let me say my opinion on the pick. At first, I didn't really like the pick. I've started to like a little bit more. This is kind of the gritty situation. We hate it at first, but we start to that's a good comparison. But we started and we start to, I'm sorry. Well, there was something over there. Like, we start to like it, we hate it, we start to like it. Pretty simple. So I had a virtual draft party with a bunch of my friends last night. It was fun. We were all shocked. I screaming, yelling. I didn't get a recording of it, but I mean, it was not good at the situation. Now I kind of like him. So here's some notes. Thinking of moving. The Eagles were thinking of moving up, but the cost was at least second round pick. Moving up or moving down? Moving down. Comment it. I'm not good with the draft. So, but the cost was at least second round pick to get ahead of the Cowboys, who we'll talk about in a little bit. Eagles love Reagor's outside speed and vertical threat to open up offense and can get the ball in his hands, outside, inside, and all over the field. He cannot wait to play with Carson Wentz. This is Jalen Reagor. My whole life, I told my people and my family, I would be a first rounder someday. It's so crazy. I'm just so blessed for it to come true, and what a great organization to go to, the Philadelphia Eagles. You like to see it. Howie says Eagles were very aggressive working phones, trying to figure out where they could move. He says it has to work for both sides. Says they were very comfortable taking a player with a great skill set. Howie says they needed to bring youth and speed. He says Jalen is explosives, all via John Clark NBC Instagram. Let's look around the NFC East, who these guys got. Redskins had the second overall pick. They went with Chase Young, a defensive end. Giants had like the 8th pick. I'm not 100% sure. They went with Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle. Giants, not the greatest pick. They did it again. It's not as bad as last time, but still there were better offensive tackles still on the board. And then the Cowboys got who the Eagles should have gotten. If the Eagles traded up, they would have gotten this guy, CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver, the best wide receiver in the draft. And the Eagles had the chance to get him. All they had to do was just trade up. I know it's too expensive, but when you get your guy, CeeDee Lamb, you can waste a second-round pick. You don't really need it that much. I know you need it, but like when you get your guy who you're looking for, you need a wide receiver in this draft. You got CeeDee Lamb on the board. Trade up, get CeeDee Lamb. I'm surprised CeeDee Lamb was the first one to go. Henry Ruggs was the first one to go, who was the fastest wide receiver in the draft. I mean, I have nothing really to say about it. So, I'm not the best with college. I don't really watch college unless it's like the championship or something. But I kind of paid a bit more attention today. But after Saturday, we have rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're done for a long time. So it's not the best situations for all of us. So enjoy the draft. I'll be back tomorrow with notes from the second round. And then I'll be on Sunday with 3rd through 7th round picks. And now let's get to the highlights. Here's some highlights with Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram, Philly Sports Reports, at phillysportsreports_. Do all that stuff. Links in the description. Let's go to the highlights. See ya.
Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands fast.
Here comes another punt out of the end zone for Miles Piney. Running up to field it, and it's Reagor. And Rager's got room. Watch out, right. He cuts it to 30. He cuts it to 20. Stumbles him down. All the way down to the Arkansas Pine Bluff 16-yard line.
But they've got 3 guys back protecting him. They're setting up this return.
And a low kick didn't help it out either, did it?
He beat Joshua Wiles that time. And then he stumbled a little bit. Been a factor so far.
Second down and 1. They line up quickly. They go quickly. They throw into the end zone. And Jalen Reagor with redemption after the fumbled punt catches a long touchdown pass to extend the lead for TCU with 7.
I mean, this is just a post route right here. Duggan put it right on him. First touchdown throw for Duggan in his career. And, you know, for that throw and that catch.
Duggan, quick toss, Reagor, nice move on the sideline and out of bounds with another TCU first down.
They get behind any further, they're going to have to start throwing it, and that's a problem for them. Hadn't played as many games and not as crisp in that area.
Little reverse to Reagor. Get it to Jalen. The human hiccup. Inside the 30 to the 26. There's speed, and then there's Reagor.
Pushing the ball downfield when you consider the pedigree of the guy calling the plays, but he knows they're not fully developed at that position.
See if he runs to his right and hits a line driver again. Not this time. A little air underneath this one, but Reagor with room. Reagor with a lot of room. Reagor with a move, and Reagor can go. He's down inside the 25.
Watch him breaking down some legs here. Protecting the ball, turning his shoulders, and that hard cut, and then another hard cut back inside, and then to run away from a guy for an additional 4 yards. Be one-dimensional. In other words, they know that the ball has to be thrown to move it down the field.
Kid coverage is also a key for SMU. They've struggled in that area, too. Here's Reagor. He could, as they say, in one play, make a difference. There's a flag. And there goes Reagor again. He gives you about half of the field, but this thrown in an area where you're thinking block in the back or clip.
Gladney right there did an excellent job in coverage. Almost blocked. Kicks this one away. Dropped by Reagor. Picks it up, and he's got a lot of room. Reagor. Forget about it. He is gone. 73 yards.
Said they wanted to try and get a couple of people on Reagor in coverage. Well, you got the whole
coverage unit trying to get him right here. Doesn't panic after dropping the ball initially.
That senior. Kansas State. His first pass complete to Reagor. Reagor across the 45.
Third down. Duggan wants it all. Has Reagor wide open. Reeled in inside the 25 in the first big play of the afternoon for TCU. Man coverage against Reagor. Bottom of the screen again. And they'll throw it his direction on the way. Reeled in for the touchdown. TCU. A big-time drive and a big-time play by Jalen Reagor. Number 19 now, the thumbs up to tell his freshman quarterback, I'm ready.
No doubt about it. If you have your alpha receiver matched up, thumbs up and go up and get it. I'll give you a ball where you can.
Duggan suddenly in control. Fires another shot, this one towards the end zone. Brought in for the touchdown. Jalen Reagor. A lot in these last two quarters. Second touchdown toss, this one to Jalen Reagor.
Kansas State needs to put a body on him. Don't let him beat you.
Duggan under pressure. Will throw, and that's a dangerous pass. Is that caught?
He caught it.
Wow, Jalen Reagor.
He pulled it right out of the hands of A.J. Parker. And the ball out of the hands of A.J. Parker. Watch him go up, go over, get it, and pull it down, and then protect the football from Goolsby, who's trying to knock it out.
He took that right out of A.J. Parker's hands.
That is just superior. And then the very next play, the best rusher.
They're bringing pressure. And Duggan looks over the top. Jalen Reagor, bang, touchdown.
Has had the need for speed. That's a no contest. Eyes in the backfield for Deshaun Jameson, the corner, the young corner. He never feels the speedster blow.
Barber at the bottom of your screen. Duggan taking a shot downfield, wide open. And what a catch by Reagor. If that was thrown better, he would have had a touchdown. And Reagor comes up limping and hurt. Him elevate over a 40-inch vertical high point the football as he's falling backwards. Job by Wells sitting down the soft part of the zone, and Duggan finding his open target. And a blitz coming, they almost got to Duggan, just got rid of it. Reagor goes up and makes a circus grab on the play. Wow, Jalen Reagor beating A.J. Green on that play. But how about this beautiful catch, going up, high pointing the football, strong hands.
The pistol. The jet behind him. The reverse. Reagor. He's got it. Reagor up the middle. And brought down at the 19.
He tackles on the year for Jeffers coming into this one. Duggan looking to throw here. Steps up in the pocket. Fires down the middle. Has a man. Pass is caught. Reagor touchdown. TCU. 55 yards.
Giving up big plays, and this is a corner route versus their best corner on the outside, DeMarcus Fields, and Reagor just beats him across the field.
0 for 5 so far tonight. It's a trick play in the hands of Jalen Reagor. Reagor with room. He's got a first down inside the 20 and close to the 10.
It's the edge, the true freshman quarterback on the defensive end, Ronnie Perkins right there. That block, again, enables Reagor with that elite speed to just break that angle of Kenneth Murray.
Looked like the right call, lost control, had to rejuggle and catch after it hit the ground.
Reagor retreats, now advances and finds some open ground. There he goes! Jalen Reagor strutting into the end zone.
He had a punt return. Players at Big 12 Media Day said this was the fastest guy in the conference. And you see, you make one guy miss on that punt return team, and you can see the void just start to open up there. Everyone trying to close that net all at once.